locked in hidden bullish diversions here. And I'll show you how we did that on the 1 minute. Just kind of reiterating what we teach and what we go over here on the channel. But so we were looking at Atom here, and we saw how it did this big move here, and it had pretty much a larger formation of bullish divergence. And you can see you have a swing up here on the RSI, but a swing down here, and that would be your entry. And we played that. We got in as it pumped up back in at like 471. Trade went beautifully, and I ended up just getting out here. Let me see exactly the parameters of the trade. If you need a VPN, please use NORD VPN. I love it. It's working really good. So check it out. If you want a VPN, check NORD. Wow. You know, TA is such a way that is, if you just study it, you'll get good as anyone else. You won't have to ask questions ever again. You'll just know. You will know. You will know. I'll also answer the question, but you will know. You know the answer to that, right? Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Oh no, hold on. All right. So much to go over, so much to talk about today too. It's pretty awesome to see what we're handling, what we're going over. What up from Indonesia, man? That's crazy. So awesome. Much respect. Appreciate that. All right. Let me sign in here. I just wanted to check in. And in case I needed to make a trade, wanted to be able to make a trade. I realized I did not have everything I needed. So it was a big revival in the altcoins. Almost every single altcoin seemed to have come back at least by almost 25% at this point. Even oil is up. But let's take a look back at Bitcoin. Let's slow down the pony here. Sorry, I was running around. Let me catch my breath. Oof. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin doing some funny stuff already. What I see in the big picture right now is we're still holding this flag. And as long as we hold this flag, you guys know what's coming is 17,700, right? Let's see the healthiness, though, on the daily. So we're going to just do an overall look. This is like the physical. You go to the doctor, you get a physical. But then we're going to get into like the specialties. So it's still going somewhat sideways here, right? Let's see. No, that's my poll to 17K, but on the daily it looks tiny. That's an added thing. Get out of here. So anyway, so we're flagging even on the daily. So the daily's just doing its thing. Staying overbought though. Like this curve is just telling us like it's ominous. You know, to me, it's telling us, I think, that we have to retrace. But hopefully the retrace is nice and easy, not fast and swift. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hills, 6 hills, technically, if you count this one, because they're all spaced by a white area. And to me, that is just only a matter of time until Bitcoin still pulls back. I still have to keep saying it, you know? I mean, the bull flag looks bullish, though. But the technicals on the daily do not. Straight up, I would never put you guys into a trade right here. I would never say, hey guys, this is a great trade. The blue line's curving to the red, we're in the white, and we're way up and overbought. I really want to get you guys into this trade right here, you know? So if we know that's not where we would love make an entry, then it just kind of worries me. It makes me think of Bitcoin down yet again. Look, oversold, finally having a cross on the daily, right? 4 hour a little spent though, going sideways. So it could just end up going sideways and coming out. A little bit of a double bottom as it's breaking out of this wedge, this falling wedge it was in. Really think that shorting Bitcoin looks like it's going to be the play. I hate to say it, but look, double top. There's bearish divergence there on Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Right there. It really hasn't fully played out, still going sideways. Any bearish tones? I want to see what else we can build here. So the 4 hour looks, but the 4 hour also does look kind of spent. I mean, not spent, but like it wants to kind of come back up. Like we get a pink, we'll turn up. So interesting. Atom 492. Anyway, stick on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin falling too. Now let's take it on the 1 minute. This weekend was a good weekend to trade alts. They flew. It was the old alt weekends like it used to be. It used to be the funnest time to trade alts was on the weekends. Just seemed to go. So Bitcoin went all the way to a high here, 15,480. Not too long ago. Hit it again. Hit it again. Let's see when it hit it. And about 4 hours ago, it hit 15,400. And about 50, right? Yeah, 15,450. And for 2 hours now, it's been kind of just making a little bit of a lower low. It did hit a low here, 15,178. Came back up to 15,142. So now it's just been ranging in the 15,100 areas. So we do just need to see it range. The more it ranges, the better for these altcoins. You want to just see Bitcoin ranging so you can get down on an alt. It's kind of the plan. Now, looking at Atom. Atom made the play, now went sideways. So
My live is like coming out of this computer. I never set it up to do that. You know?
All right, let me see what's going on now. You know the answer to that, right? Hold on, what's going on now? I don't know what that was. So sorry. Some very strange stuff. Okay. Anyway, so Tesla is about to explode. Getting it at 410 right now, you know the answer to that, will be the best thing you can do. Tesla about to explode. Bottom of the trend line. It's coiled up into a bull flag, about to pop on the daily. It has a curve. 4 hours going to go sideways. This thing is, all the moving averages are in line. Perfect place to buy Tesla right now if you want to make about 68%. I'm making a call right now, $400 to $700. Probably be able to sell around Christmas time. 1 month, maybe mid-January. This is gonna pop. Big move for Tesla. I had this planned out. The last one coiled up, popped exactly well, went right to my target exactly. So my last call like this went perfect. Now I waited. I didn't give you guys the call until right now where it's coiled into the triangle. This is a call for Tesla. If you like money, this is a nice, easy play. Put a tiny little stop loss here. You know? Again, this isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But if you'd like to entertain yourself with the hypothesis, I would put right here a 10% stop loss, 8%, maybe even 4.8% stop loss right there for Tesla. Making that call. Boom. Anyway, I just saw that, you know, when I see it, I have to make that call. So, also looks like the Dow, as I told you, looks like it's going to come down. Nice time to short. Oversold right here on SPXU. The daily as well looks like it's going to have some pink curving up. We see bullish divergence as the price is moving down, but the RSI is moving up. It tells you this is a perfect bottom to get in right now. So this, I'm also giving you a trade right now. SPXU, a short on the market. So you short the market, you buy Tesla. I know it sounds strange. They don't go together, but that's what the charts are telling me, you know. Maybe they go sideways, but wow, the Dow with a pop now though. So now let's see. Maybe the Dow, maybe you don't short the Dow. It wouldn't be good for the Tesla run, you know. I would say the stronger call is the Tesla call. We could say this is a double bottom, which I didn't see before. See, a W played out though, hit that, got rejected, but now look, we're getting a bounce. Now the Dow up 187. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's go back to crypto. As what happens when the Dow pump? Bitcoin did. So they're back to kind of coupling. People said they decoupled, but I can't say they didn't because they kind of doing this. They are doing the same thing in the last few days. But look at Bitcoin going really sideways now, holding support. We're getting the wicks. The wicks start to tell you a story. Big wick there, we went up. Wick there, we went up. We're starting to get wicks again down in this area. There's a pretty big wick here. Buy pressure. Buy pressure at 15,100, you know. Again, though, that daily is just how long can the daily sit up here pinned? Hey, on a bull run, it can do something amazing. You know, there's the big bull run. We were kind of up there for a while. Here we went up and down and stayed up there. This is the longest we've been above the dotted line, in my opinion, though. But this could be a different bull run. This bull run could be something out of nothing we've ever seen. Again, though, this I just really don't trust it right now. I don't trust the momentum of the move. I feel like Bitcoin lost a lot of momentum. It was just ripping. And now it's, for like, look at these, just up, a little bit sideways, but up. Now it's starting kind of a downtrend here on the daily. 3-day also seems like, okay, it's kind of wants the curve. And even the weekly, like I showed you before, I thought we were going to have a bearish cross on the weekly. We didn't. I'm still really, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, or the bearer of bear news, so to speak, but I'm still telling you that I see some bearish tones for Bitcoin in the charts, telling me something's happening. Something's brewing. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, forming somewhat of a double bottom here, and actually a rounded bottom, we could say. So we could kind of say that 57 was it, right? It didn't want to go much lower on the weekly. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it's in this wedge that it's falling into, right? Bottom of the wedge, top of the wedge. In my opinion, something like this. Which is hopeful because we could say, okay, you know, it is in the top of the wedge. It may want to make its way back down. It is getting held, and it likes to stay pretty close to that 200-day moving average. Once it's above it, it bounces off it, bounces off it. You can see it here. It bounced off it pretty well, bounced off it right. Doesn't even get close now, but here we're hitting that 200-day moving average. So what we want to see is we want to see these moving averages keep crossing. So let's look at the 15-minute. We did get the bearish cross here. This is hopefully will continue. So we really have to watch it at this level at 64.62. If it breaks that, I feel like it will start coming down, and then we got to watch this last level here at 64.40. And if it breaks that, I think it will come back down to the end of the pattern. There won't be much more support for it. So that's what we're seeing for Bitcoin dominance. At the moment, the MACD wants to go down on the 15-minute. It wants to cross bullish on the 1 hour. So look out for that. That could kind of cram our style in some of the altcoin trading. 2 hour and even the 4 hour, it's showing some bullish signs. If we clean up this other work here, it does look, it's in a bull pennant to me. So in the temporary short term here, I see it bullish, coiling, possibly going to rip, right? This says, like, whenever we play something in a bullish pennant like this is how Tesla looked. Very, very bullish. Could go back up to 68. Interesting. So the dominance is kind of bearing, a foreshadowing that something big is coming for Bitcoin. Either that Bitcoin may just defy technical analysis, because look, 4 hour, 6 hour all look hot to trot. Even the 12 hour, and the daily's just beginning. So the daily's saying, no, we're having a cross. So maybe we'll get a little bit of a pump, but maybe, just up to the top of the pattern here at 65, and then the daily says, no, we're going to get rejected and have a couple days down. So the daily looks good for alts. That's all we can say. On the biggest time frame, which holds the most weight, we are getting a MACD, bearish MACD cross, and we are overbought. So I'm going to take that as my indicator. But today, it looks like we may battle through a little bit of up movement in the dominance before we fully put it down on that daily. Let's look at the tether dominance as well. That can help you guys kind of see things a little clearer as well. Usually it hugs around 4. That's our hot number. So let's see where we're at on the tether dominance. It's at 398. So like I said, hovers around 4. It's in this channel, bouncing up and down on the 4 hour. Getting tighter. Up, down, bouncing off the pattern here at 380, coming into the middle of 398. That $4 region is really heavy resistance and support. I'll show you how it bounced, wicked. There's three bounces right there, clearly, right off 404. So we did get rejected there. Let's see what happens. Tether dominance looks like it may be wanting to move up to the top of the pattern, though, to 415, where it was at 436. So, but it looks like it gets to the top of the pattern. MACD cross looks like it was gonna cross, but look, it had a little bit of a move up. That is a lagging indicator, so that means that we may have momentum. It's telling us that the momentum does want to take us to the top of the pattern. So watch out for that. Tether dominance may want to go, so people may be taking more profits than we realize. Just something to see. And like a lot of altcoins have gone up today, right? Big winners: Anchor, Loom just continuing to make big moves. Loom up huge. Obviously, people took their profits here at 335 sats, but Loom made some really good moves against Bitcoin. Loom up 147%. Okay, and how long did it take? Looks like only like a day and a half, less, 2 days for Loom. 150% gains. That's what this crypto market can do. Lend back to 66. So Lend pumping on us right now. Saw Lend at 61 this morning. Went all the way up to 66. Got another 10% on itself. Lend, man, never not stopping. So watch Lend. Maybe a possible scalp on Lend in a second. We're gonna take a look at it here. It's gonna bounce off that 21-day moving average, which it just did. See how the price comes to the 21? That tends to be its marker in a bull run for it to just keep running. This is just the beginning. Ran up again, had that trough, right? Which is basically kind of, in my opinion, the head of the head and shoulder. Head, and then you have your shoulder, shoulder. Put a line, you can see your breakout. Boom. Clearly hit the pattern and broke above target. Now sitting at 66. Looks like it doesn't even want to get oversold yet at this point. No divergence, no bearish divergence yet. Not that I see. Overbought though, right? So it had to come down. Move started down here at 61. Woke up this morning. I was like, oh, Lend at 61. Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes ago. That would have been a nice play. 10% gains out of Lend. You could have ended the day with a scalp. Just buy the breakout. See, the 1 minute negates a lot of these. Like, you know, you'll just take this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern, make a neckline, buy the breakout of the neckline, which is also the breakout of the bull flag. And then what you do is you basically grab this, which is your pull. You bring it up here and you say, that's, you know, I'll take profit somewhere. You make your line. I'll take my profit somewhere around here. And that would have been an amazing trade. It would have went like clockwork. You would have gone in on the breakout if you're lucky enough. Maybe even on this dip here. And like I show you guys, stop loss could have been 1%. You know, 1.4%, just a little bit out of the pattern. As it went out of the pattern, within a couple minutes, you raise your stop loss here. Once it came down here and started to move up, at that point, I would raise my stop loss to break even. Stay in the trade, stay in the trade. Once I'm up here, I'm up into the money. Stop loss into 2%. Keep going, keep going. I'm manually doing this, you know. And I probably would have you know, who knows, this dip might have scared me. I might have saw some bearish divergence right there, which you do see. Look, swing down and swing down while swing up. Might have pushed me out of the trade at 64. Might have taken anywhere between $300 and like $700, depending on how the trade moved, right? But now it's going sideways, so we can wait and kind of watch it for a second. And now you do the same thing. Kind of honing in on Lend right now. Very, very bullish. Has good volume. Known coin people like. Usually we'll touch the pattern twice, so you don't have to worry about that first touch. It will come up, should come back down, touch the pattern the second time. The second time is, if it's still rocking bullish, is where we really want to get in. Something like that. Even put an alert now on this line and see if we can get a ringer on that. I'll send Lend up to the top screen here so it's always on. What's up, Adugan? Any advice on the installation would be appreciated. Yeah, Crypto Gun, there are two different scripts, just in case you didn't realize that too. Like, you can't paste them both in one script. You have to make A and make B. See what I'm saying? All right, so we went over dominance, we went over Tether dominance, and we also went over Bitcoin. Let's get into the altcoins, right? And now the altcoins we had here, DOT, Band, Atom, Aave, and Zill. All right. And yesterday, what a great trade on Atom. Congrats to anyone that took it during the live stream. What a great trade. Anyway. So the first thing we'll look at is Atom, since it's here. Now, Adam to me is doing a bit of a retest, possibly. Look at it ripping through all of the moving averages really fast. Should come to the 200 and make a bounce, or get a little lower than it and make a bounce. Here it's playing with the 50. Let's go to my coin field way, which is like a little bit of a cool move here on the 1 hour, and we're going to take a look. Price likes to bounce off the 50 in this template. Well, look at what up, Padre? How you feel, man? Everyone say hi to Padre. Padre, if you're new to the channel, please, we have an awesome Telegram group that you could join. All right, so right here, you can see, look how price reacts to the 50-day moving average. We're going to go back in time here. So Adam coming up, it's on its way, it breaks up, it wicks pretty dang close, comes up, and then once it breaks above the 50, you can see this, it's on its way for a nice big gain, right? Look at that. Almost those stepping stools of the parabola until it went all the way up. That was huge. That went from all the way to 461 all the way to 625. Adam. Some big moves for Adam. Then it easily, look, Adam and Eve double bottom. There's your Adam, there's your Eve. Clear. And then it came out, we thought, looked like a bullish pattern. Boomed up. Got completely rejected, which is pretty strange. Made a bit of a head and shoulder double pattern. Bounced off lower support, which we bounced here. We bounced here. Look, 1, 2, came close. Here we had some issues in that region, and 3. So it made sense we bounced off 450, right? And that's that region. A lot of people probably had a stop loss. It also was the bottom of this trend line here. That new trend line we were forming. Bounce, 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 and then boom, we would skyrocket. Now we're back to the 50 again. Let's look at the last time we broke above the 50 and came back to it, which was right here. We went low, and we hung out below it. So will we swing low like that? I'm trying to see another place where we played with the 50 after a big move. So here we had a move. We went underneath the 50 a little bit twice until we were to boom up again. So it's interesting to see. I'm trying to play that idea. Let's look at some other things. Now, the 1 hour tells us that, you know what, we may be getting spent on the MACD. You know, we're waiting for that pink to pop up. We're waiting for that pink piece of histogram to show. 4 hours says that, you know what, we're just beginning. The pain comes in the white of the green and the red. See, you start to go down here in the white. And if you don't understand what I'm saying is I'm taking this area here and this area here. And this is the area where the price goes down. You can see it. It doesn't go down when this crosses. A lot of people will tell you, oh, when this crosses red, that's when you sell. No, but you really want to be selling here, where the first histogram turns white. And the same thing here. You don't want to sell because we actually should get some red first. And then we'll get some pink. Like, we should get one of these. We should get some red histogram in there, you know? You guys get what I'm saying. So, I'm not too bullish on Adam at the moment. We took profits. Great trade. And yeah. I was just amazed because the trade doesn't always go as well as it did, and it just went so perfectly. You know? I sold at 516, got in at 473. It was just a great trade. Let me show you guys. And we got in at 473 like we did off, and we showed you the 1 minute chart. Basically zoomed in and saw this coming down, went into the 1 minute. Probably going to cut that into its own video, but went into the 1 minute and could clearly see right here that this was our entry. We confirmed beautiful entry. Like, it never even came close to the stop loss ever. Like, we never even had to worry about we bought bottom of the trend line as the wicks were approaching on the 1 minute, and then voila, price kept going up. We had a stop at 516. Price ended up going to what, like 5, and how high did it end up going? All the way up to 527. So yeah, I left some money on the table, 528 even. But you know what? I captured some of the move. And here's the trade right here. And it wasn't, I'm not saying I'm a huge trader that, you know, I've made way bigger trades. I'm just was trying to live teach the trade. And I tried to live teach it with real money is really what I tried to do. So Hong Kong in the house, Padre Augury. That's so cool, man. We got people in Hong Kong. So yeah, we entered in at 473. We sold at 516. Boom. We had a stop loss at 463. Never even had to worry about it, right? And we had to take profit at 517.15. I guess it went a little lower because it was a market take profit. So that's our alert that we send probably on Lend, right? I don't even have to look, but you know it's got to be Lend, right? It is. It's Lend. So let's go take a look. So it did come back down to the bottom of the pattern. For some reason, look, I'm in a different window. So, oh yeah, we had Lend up here. That's why. Let's look. So this is what happened. This is why you do that. Look, Lend went way below the pattern. To me, that's falling out bearish, completely bearish, right? Probably tells me that Bitcoin must have taken a dump, you know? And that's why you do these patterns, man, and that's why you set alerts, you know? And now we can just delete that alert. We don't need these. It'll just keep going off. All right, cool. Wow, but there's the wick. There's the wick on an oversold bounce, possibly trying to find an idea here for Lend. Let's see. Is it doing this? No. Definitely some bearish divergence. You can see that too. Swing up to swing up while swing down. Now I'll tell you, wow, I should get out of Lend at 67. Kind of the obvious move there. Bought back a little bit on the 1 minute. Didn't get oversold all the way yet. Could be. I mean, that wick, I'll be honest, the wick's that big on the 1 minute. They usually indicate some buy pressure for the price to go back up. This could just turn into one of these. The head and then a couple shoulders before it decides to break out again. Might be your low point to buy Lend, you know? Let's take a look at what happened with Bitcoin, because something tells me that Bitcoin made a move, and that's why we saw that Lend move so fast. I'm pretty sure that was the case. We'll look at Cardano. I remember what you said there. Yeah, 51.54. So we just saw Bitcoin take a huge dip. But now again, that huge wick. Telling you, even on the 1 minute, these wicks. Giant wick again. It just shows that buy pressure, right? And then you can see Bitcoin's now in a giant, there's your head, giant inverse head and shoulder. So as long as it doesn't go as low as the head, which is 14,806, it really doesn't matter. These are just shoulders that are higher than this. So higher lows than that previous low at 14,806, 804 even. Then we'll say 14,800. So now we're showing support at 14.8. We just got wicked down all the way to 15.96. We came back up to 15.142. I see a giant inverse head and shoulders. Right? What do you guys see? That's what I see. What do you guys see? Bitcoin in a diamond pattern. Yeah, it's possible. Let's see the diamond. Make the diamond. But to me, the diamond comes from the top. Pretty scraggly diamond, but is this the diamond you're seeing? To me, it already broke out. Came in from the top, broke out to the top. What happened after that is nil. Or I guess you want to make it bigger. Something like this. Even then, like, you're getting out of control. Like, the patterns have, I guess, to me, like, you can't get any wider than that. You're just getting out of control. To me, it already played out. Broke in from the top, broke out from the top. You know? you're saying on the 15-minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm with you now. Just the diamond patterns are hard to say where exactly the point was. But you're right, Bitcoin's in the diamond pattern, clearly. And it is falling out of it, I think. Unless we're doing something like this. Yep, falling out. You're right. I'm with you on that. That's a good call. Yeah, 14,350. I got into Bell last night. It's down in the dump. Still has upside since it hasn't completely broken out like other alts. Yeah, Balancer had a huge pump from 9 all the way up from this low. 831, look, all the way to 1153 on the low. I was holding it and I never sold it. So I basically got like a huge percentage back last night. So Bitcoin's still not going lower than this lower low though. Until I see it break 14.8, I'm bullish. Despite this diamond pattern, I'm just completely bullish. It's got to break this low, in my opinion, you know? And there it is getting bought back up here on the wick. Let's see if this breaks it all the way back up into this pattern, you know? Definitely not bullish anymore that it fell that much, though. That was a little bit of a fall. Should have stayed sideways, but no, it didn't. But oversold. These are clear, easy leverage trades, right? You wait for Bitcoin to get oversold here and go in on the 1 minute. You know, use 10x leverage. Right there, you could have made 4% on 0.4% and gotten out. And that's 400 on 10 Gs, right? And you're not going to get stopped out if you play it exactly with the chart. And this is a V-shaped recovery. It should make its way through the moving averages back up to the yellow line. You know, that's what should happen, honestly, but we'll see. If it's bearish, it'll continue lower. We'll get another lower low. If it's bullish, we'll get a higher high. So right now, this is all you have to do. Is you have to watch Bitcoin on the 1 minute every so often. You can even put an alert here and then put an alert down there at 14. If it breaks this low on this alert, then it's bearish. And if it comes back up here, but if it comes back here and it breaks this old high, even that high, so if it breaks this yellow line, very bullish. And then you can just leave it at that. And Bitcoin's now in a range. And one or the other way is going to tell us where it's going to go. Am I opening up a trade right now? I don't think so, honestly. Not at the very moment. Not at the very moment. Len did just bounce off that 200-day moving average. Like we said, it probably would on the 1 minute. Has a big cross coming. Looks like it can make it back up. Continue its carnage. I don't know, though. Yeah, I mean, right now, look at that. MACD just pushed up. Should get a little more action out of that, honestly. We did get whipped down. 1 hour is about to get overbought. It's on its way. Could get a little more pump, but honestly, I don't like the buy pumps. Like, look at that. That was a beautiful pump. 26, all the way up 146% since November 5th. Lend, 5-day pumpage. And you know, Lend, once the altcoins go hard, just get into Lend, Atom, and Band. It's simple, man. Whenever you think there's an altcoin revival, buy one of the three: Atom, Band, or Lend. They just tend to make the best sense. They move the most. They'll make you more money than DOT because they have smaller market caps, number one. DOT is a slow mover. I'm not saying DOT's not a winner. It is, but it's a slow mover. Look, DOT bouncing off the 200-day moving average again on the 1 hour. Look like it has some pain. Looking good, though, on the 4 hour. A little more pain coming to DOT. Maybe we can come back down a little more, maybe into some of these moving averages. I see DOT at 420 again for a buy. something like that. I'm gonna let's do our work on dot yet again. We really only need the 4 hour to get what we need out of dot. So we got a support and resistance lines for now. Let's get one more up there. Yeah. Get these two. Okay. And this one down here. And that one right there. Okay, and that's basically it. We kind of covered it all there for dot. To me, it's in an accumulation pattern. I'll explain why and how I know that. Because it's got a rounded bottom that's beautifully hitting the rounded parts there. You can see that nice and pretty. Like to negate this just complete fallout of the pattern. Came back down. That was that September carnage that we had for the alts. Something like I've never seen. Bouncing, bouncing. Now starting to make higher. So you can see as the curve just helps you understand where the tide turns. And then make your line here to finish your pennant. Something like so. Did it break out for a retest? Came back into the pattern? No, I'd like to say that it's still in the pattern. So the way I see this. I like to use more hits. So we'll go from the top of here to these. The more time you take with the pattern, the more precise you are. I feel like the better off you're going to be with your moves. All right, so dot starting to go sideways in the pattern. Could it go down to the bottom at 395? Yes. Does it want to break out to the top? We're not sure. So 468 to 395 is the range inside of this. As it gets tighter and tighter, it's going to make a more explosive move. If it's following the pattern that we have formed here on this, parabola, should make its way right back down here to about 414. And that's what I'm looking at. So, no, I know you said, I know it wasn't Bao, man. I know it was Bell. I just was going over Bao because I saw it. I wasn't confused. I remember. I'll go over Bell in a second. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Bell's a newer coin. And I'm not lying. Like, I'm not trying to say I would tell you, oh, I made a mistake. No, but I saw you said Bell, but I just was looking at Balancer because I have it on my balance sheet. Balancer 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 on my balance sheet. 4 hour looks like it really wants to run after this. We'll just wait for this MACD to kind of curve down a little more, but eventually it's going to curve back. It's going to curve back. Not a lot of more momentum in either direction for dot. You can see up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, down. And it's getting tired. It's getting coiled. So I feel like there's going to be an explosive move for dot, one way or the other, coming soon. I think you'll maybe be able to scoop it out for 420 one more time. Or it'll go all the way back to 340, 350. If it breaks out of the pattern, it could easily revisit here at 354. If it breaks that, then its next place is 317. If it breaks that, it goes to its more local bottom where it kind of all began at 266. If it breaks up, you got 480. It could easily gap up to 578, 557, and easily, not a lot of resistance in this area, back up to 622. And then once it goes over $7, it's in price discovery and it's off to the races. So yeah, I see dot. I think dot could easily be a $400 coin. I was looking at Litecoin in April of 2017, maybe March even, and it was $5 a coin, and no one was talking about it. And I kept explaining to people, I think this is it. And then the summer came and things started to go up and hit like $30, and I was like, wow, that's a 6x from that $5 Litecoin, And I kept telling people, like, yo, this is the coin, man, Litecoin. It went to $420. and it was Litecoin. So I think DOT could easily become $200, $300, $400 coin. So not having at least like $500 to $600 worth of DOT for the bull run, I think is a bad move. At the very least, $500 worth of DOT in the bag. If you can get it, I think it will be a good idea. Let's look at the target for DOT. If it breaks out of the pattern, it'll break out of this pennant, and that will position it here, this high. That's 628, roughly, 630. Puts DOT up 46% gains coming. Bullish rounded bottom in the pennant. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with the Bitcoin pullback. there's a lot of uncertainty. I am going to paint a picture for you guys. It's not all fun and games right now. We had a big run in Bitcoin, and we've had some nice moves in the altcoins, and they kind of like they picked their little days to run, right? Look at BLZ now. Hoping it would come back down to the pattern. It did not. Look at the pattern it ended up making. So my entry was wrong. I got down here though, and I sold up here. I just wanted to do it again. But it was more of a higher high. Adjusted. There, I was off by a little bit. I should move my circle over here. And there was a 66, and boom. Now I broke out of the pattern. Flagging a little bit. Let's see it on the 1 hour. This is BLZ, Blue Zell. So doing what a lot of these did. It broke out. Now it's meeting the 21-day moving average. So that could be where it wants to break from. Like similar to here. See where it came down to the 21? Popped as it broke out. Or here it came to it, but it broke below it. Ended up wanting to find the 200-day moving average before it decided to keep going. Nice pennant that it formed though, and it broke out of the pennant. So you just keep drawing these pennants, and I buy when the blue line's curving in the pink. Make sure that you have, you know, a cross. Hopefully, you know, right here we had the 50 crossing the 200-day moving average. You look for moving averages, crossing lower, crossing higher. Bull pennant is the first thing we look for in the checklist. So I basically have a trading strategy. Let me break it down if you're new. Yeah, it's a smart idea. So if you're new, basically our trading strategy is look for a pennant, a bullish pattern. If you don't know bullish patterns, you got to study all the patterns that can come. They're basically inverse head and shoulder, double bottom, double top, bull pennant, falling wedge, rising wedge. It's basically what we use. 6 main patterns that we trade are the falling wedge, and the bull pennant, the bull flag, and the inverse head and shoulder, and the double bottom. Mainly the 5, and if we have one of those 5, then we decided to play it. So this is in a bullish pattern, check, right? And then we look, is the MACD about to cross bullish, meaning like is the blue line curving? That would be a checklist. Is the price at the bottom of the trend line? Are the moving averages curving with us? And then we also look for divergence. We're basically like divergence experts here at Crypto Lifer. So if you want to learn how to trade, this is the place, man. We have a Telegram group for you. If you want to join the Telegram group, just run to the description of the video here. Go down below. Please hit the like button too. We got 11 people liking, only 2 likes. The like really helps people like you get help. A lot of people came to my group saying they were losing money. Now I see them posting winning trades like regularly. So you tell me, was I the catalyst for that? I'm not sure. A lot of those people found me because someone hit the like button, and then YouTube sent the algorithm out. So you hit the like button, you may be saving somebody from losing a lot of money. So hit that like button for me if you can. Get more people into the stream. Let's try to get people into proper risk management so they're not just throwing money around. And you know, we all have families, kids, dreams, hopes. You know, some of us are young and want to start a business. This is our only little bit of money. I don't want people to throw it out and lose it on a bunch of garbage. So I want you guys to hit the like button if you can, to send more people into the stream if we can. It says 11 people are watching, but I'm wondering if that's even true because usually I have way more likes. Okay, word. I guess I had a refresh. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Anyway, if you just joined the stream, hit the Telegram group right here. This is the link that I'm showing you right here, and it will take you to my Telegram group. And what's really cool about the Telegram group, it has 53 members at the moment. I post a stream A lot of people in here showing a bunch of different ideas here. Here's Bitcoin, possible head and shoulder, right? Falling down. He's got 15,000 as a possible target. We have a diamond pattern here where Bitcoin could go to 14,233. Very, very possible. But be a social swap. Thank you for that. Here you can see Chainlink is in a bit of a bull pennant. I don't even have to draw it, but I can look at it. We're going to get into Chainlink. We'll look at that as well. But just a great group of people. People asking, how do you make this? Oh, you use this. You know, any question you need, if you need help. Very, very helpful group. And yeah, so join the Telegram if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into the nitty gritty. And we always, at the very beginning of the channel, the first thing we do is we go over Bitcoin. The second thing we do is go over Bitcoin dominance. We check it throughout the stream as well for you, kind of just to give you an update. Looks like we did get some good support here off of the 200-day moving average. Looks like we're kind of hugging it in the last 10-20 minutes. We've just been hugging it, holding strong support. So watch out. Dominance could be on its way back up. I showed you temporarily, but the daily says it wants to cool off. The daily we went over and says, okay, it's got a MACD bearish cross coming. It was overbought, and it should fall out of this rising wedge thing that it was in. So we'll see what happens for that. Atom seems to be pumping a little bit. 495. Interesting for Atom. I got a messy mess here. Let's look here. We went over Atom. We went over let's see what other coins we need to go over here. We went over DOT. We didn't check Band thoroughly. Let's check Band. Band making big moves, money moves. 613. That's big for Band, in my opinion. I made a big call on Band. Got in at 425. Figured that was the bottom, and got really lucky with a nice call on it. Would have loved to have still been in it, but it's gone up and down. Some crazy wick action. Look at that. Band all the way down. That was insane. 319. Imagine that. You'd already be up 100% if you could catch that wick. We're going to negate that wick, obviously, but let's take a look at Band. First thing we're going to say is, what kind of pattern is it in? Well, it's in a falling wedge. So we can identify a pattern that we like to play, which is a bullish pattern. So we're already going to look at it. If we had established a bearish pattern, then we would move on to another trade. So already we're doing well, right? We can also pull a Fibonacci on this because we have so much price action. And there we bounced off the 786. So basically a 78% retracement, which is great. Moved back up. If they took the candles, it is the 706. Interesting. Kind of looks better this way because it shows that we got rejected by the 618. So 618 rejection, 618 rejection. Now we're breaking above the 706. A little bit of rejection. We'll get in here. So you can see that Band is going to fight its way back up. Pretty healthy looking chart. The daily is getting a little exhausted. It may want to turn on us, right? We had a nice play on the daily. The daily was looking really nice. And then we finally had our cross, and Band went all the way, from 420, 430 area so I basically caught the bottom. I didn't get to the 390 area, but I caught pretty damn close to the bottom on Band there. And it went all the way up to, look on this wick, about 640. Bella Protocol, goodbye. And a tiny coin, only 10 million market cap. Huge potential upside though. No, we're going to get into Bella, we brought up earlier. Join Killer Telegram group. Bro, I have 3 screens going, but only one like button. Interesting. All right, so check it out. Yeah, I mean, okay. So, Band. Focus, lifer. Focus. So what I like is when the MACD starts to get small, you can tell too, that's when we start to see a bit of a move, right? So the MACD getting small, meaning coiling up in and of itself. Also, we're seeing some coiling up action here on the RSI, a lot of up and down behavior, meaning there's a lot of buying and selling in the same area, right? Consolidation, in my opinion. Band breaking out of a long downtrend. It was in September, since September 6th, basically was making lower highs finally started to make a higher low right here after this downtrend. And you can see that there is bullish divergence. Swing low to swing low here. And it's amazing how you just can be really calm. And that's how we caught the bottom of band at 420, honestly, by using the divergence here. So obvious, especially when you see it on the 1 hour, that starts to tell you something. So band broke out, retested like it always does. Retest that top trend line at 494, broke out, and now it's kind of in, I have to say, a bit of an ascending triangle, maybe even breaking out. Wow, so I'm actually pretty bullish on this right now. Band looks like it's about to break out. If Bitcoin can just do its thing, band's looking hot and heavy right now. Let's take a band. This is how I find a coin that I like. So check this out. Temporary short-term target for band. Looks like it could easily get up, back up. And this is just looking on the 1 hour. Back up to 885, right? So watch band, man. To me, it's just too hot of a coin not to take a shot. Let's look at the 4 hour. See, the 4 hour just tells you, no, we're just too spent. But we're going sideways again, though. I like to see this. This is interesting. We could see just a little red dip that still keeps us sideways. You can see we're in a bullpen in here on the RSI as well. So I'm getting a lot of bullish signs here for band. Let's hit it. Now the daily's like the overall package. So band didn't even get its cross yet on the daily, and it's already defied all odds after breaking out huge, up 50% damn near, $2 on 420, right? So band, man. Daily looks amazing. 3-day looks amazing. Oh, so that was the 3-day, which is strong. 3-day looks like, wow, this thing wants to go up a lot. Complex inverse head and shoulders on band. Yeah. Now, the only thing about it is the daily's kind of, but you know what? It could just have a little bit of a sideways action. It's not even overbought yet. It's above 50 right now. I'm breaking above 50 on the RSI, which is bullish, where things start to move. Somewhere right around here. Even here we were spent, but look how much more move we got. Boom. Boom. Band. We would want to see the daily looking more like this. That's the only worry I have. 12 hours a little spent. 8 hours a little spent. 4 hour, though, to me, is just losing momentum and going sideways. Telling me that band really wants to break out of this. It's 613, 614. Let's look at the 1 minute on band. I'm getting serious because band is that one, man. A little bit of a double bottom forming, too. You can see that. Could almost say that is an inverse head and shoulders. Here's a shoulder, head, shoulder, complex inverse head and shoulder. It's making the rounded bottom here. You could just put a stop loss here at like 602, anywhere lower than that, even on this line, because if it breaks this trend line, then that negates this bullishness. If we take this line and we really make it precise, we're at the bottom of the trend line. Let's really zoom in now. I think I'm about to make an entry here because we're at the bottom of the trend line. We have my old bullish divergence, my old friend, confirmed. Boom, I'm getting into band right now, pretty heavily. Bottom of the trend line. Looks like it'll easily make it back to 633 from here. Yeah, this is the trade of the day. We just caught the bullish divergence on the 1 minute. We've defined everything looks pretty good except for the daily, but we could go sideways. We're already losing steam right now on this buy-in. We should have gotten closer to the trend line. I should have been in at 613, even 609. Oh, 616, look at it flying. I'm a little late. I don't like to be this late on the buy. And we're going to go in pretty heavy for band, about 5,000 USD. This is the trade of the day, though. I can smell it. I can smell it. I'm telling you. Tight stop loss, 598. All right. Do we catch it? We may not catch it. I mean, this thing is... Trying to catch it on 3 commas, but it's flying. See, I know exactly where I want it. I know how to make these trades. Look at this. Horrible. It's moving too fast for me to catch it. That's how you catch these bottoms so beautifully, man. You know? Moves when you know you catch a real bottom. That's how fast it moves. So we wanted it at like 6:13. I was just a little late on catching it, but this is how you have to trade, honestly. And there's really there's a time frame to make a great trade. Right in here, right? And now your stop loss. I'll show you my stop loss can be just minimal. See, what I really want to do is get the bottom of the trend line with a 1.5% stop loss. I had to chase a little too much, in my opinion, right? And I got in at like 620, 619, which is a little higher than I'd like to have gotten in. Again, though, I can still maybe, and I have a 3% stop loss right now, which I think is safe. So, and that's the play. In for 5K. And if you don't believe me, here's the trade. Got in at 620.57. In for 5K. Band. Bottom of that trend line. We missed the entry, though. Perfect entry would have been a little... I had to play some games trying to catch the price action. So, it wasn't perfect. Wasn't perfect. Anyway. But yeah, so far so good. Trade doing what it's supposed to be doing. We'll see what happens. Could come back down easily to the bottom of the trend line for a double bottom as well. Something like that. We'll see what happens. But hopefully that bottom, this trend line will hold, right? So I could put an alert here. Boom. And I can put an alert up here. Kind of just give me an idea of what's going to happen with this trade. And I don't have to look at it again. I put my stop loss. I put my risk. I know where I'm at. It is what it is. I made my decision, right? And so from there, I don't second guess myself. I use the chart to do everything. And we're going to go from there. Now, where are we going to take profit? What's our idea for profit taking? Well, we're going to see where this broke out, right? And we see that this could easily break out. And we'll just take the temporary target of this little this thing here. So I guess they did take this back. It should break out. Honestly, go to $8. It is banned. This could be a monster trade. We'll see what happens. So I think the smart thing to do is look at it on like the 1 hour, the 30-minute. And just look for a previous resistant area, like right here. 648 is one. That'd be a good spot. Here's another one, and here's about 3 places. Okay, and I'll use those previous resistance areas, right? And did everyone notice how I easily played? Now this is a big wick, but we played the wick on the 1 minute, and we were able to establish. We did this yesterday. For Adam, and the turn that it played out to be a perfect trade. We did almost the exact same thing. We found bottom of a trend line. We found a bullish pattern. We let it play out, and We also established other time frames to give ourselves an idea of why we wanted to make the trade. We used the chart all the way to do the entire trade, right? No funny business. Big wick like that also tells you there's some heavy buy pressure, and 2 big wicks like that sending us into the ascending triangle. And ascending triangles are very bullish as well. So you can see I'm forming, I go heavier on an ascending triangle than I will on almost any other pattern, because it's like a very, very bullish pattern. So that's when you'd want to kind of maximize your so 10% at 684. I right now have a 694, 674 take on this, 679.97. I may change that. We'll see how it goes. I could put it at 683. 83, right? And make sure I'm limiting order at a 3.53% loss. Now again, 5K, 10% is 500. 5% is 250, right? So 2.5% is 125. I'm risking about 200 on the trade, and that fits into my trading strategy, okay? And then we walk away. Let's go. What else were we looking at today? Hit a like if you like to see that. If you learned something from that trade. Band was not sitting still the last week. I got into band at 425, just like the other day. Anyway, okay, so yeah, hit the like button if you like that, right? Anyway, BAM in USDT pair. Okay, now let's look at Bell. You guys wanted Bell. Or actually, we got to finish the list. Dot, Band, Atom, Aave. We look at Lend. I think we did look at Lend. We kind of got an idea of when we should be getting into Lend and when we shouldn't. To me, it's getting hot. 1 hour isn't overbought yet, which is pretty insane, right? But you do see bullish, bearish divergence as this swings down and this swings up. Tell you that was the time to kind of get out. 65 though, everyone's just kind of watching and waiting, forming a bit of a. There's my camel pattern there. Honestly, these are bullish patterns. You see these double top, double bottoms. Interesting, to say the least. So we should come back down to the bottom of the pattern here on the 1 minute, and then we can. That may be the time to long Lend again. So we'll keep this here, and we'll put an alert on this. So this is basically alert trading. Hope you're learning here. This is basically how you establish, basically pinpoint accurate ins and outs so you can make money. Hit the like button if you're learning something. Say yes in the comment section if you learned something or you like what you're watching and you want more content of this nature. Anyway, so we kind of have Lend, and we'll tell you where Lend should be going. We'll look at it on the daily. Aave doesn't give you a lot of information because it's a new ticker on Binance. A little spend on the 4 hour. 1 hour gives us a little more information. Same. So basically everything's kind of getting into that. Like it was overbought. Then it kept moving up, cooling down the RSI. I think it will come back at least to the average. I would stay away from Lend. Like I said, the only time I would look at it is maybe here if it comes back down. Or again, maybe like we did the other day, I'll be higher with it because we missed that the other time, remember? So maybe it'll be something like that. But just watch Lend. And then the last coin here is Zilliqua that I have in the title. More content, more. Awesome. All right, so we're going to take a look at Bell. Bell Tether on Binance. 76 cents. Interesting. From the lows. Actually, not even from the lows. I actually like this. This is cool. What do I like about it? Well, I'll show you why. I mean, I like when... Okay, that was the 1 minute looking like that. Almost a diamond pattern, right? I see a diamond pattern that played out. So that was a diamond pattern. You can see the diamond. Oh, I guess this is how I should be doing the diamond. Is this guy. What makes it easier? So there was the diamond played out, came in from the top, or came in, kind of. Maybe we could extend the diamond over there, like this. Came in from the bottom, broke out to the bottom. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So that's the diamond pattern, and let's look for support and resistance lines now on like the 6 hour. Okay. Throwing a bit of a rounded bottom there. And do we have also let's build the case. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Inverse head and shoulder. Complex. Neckline. Usually can be slanted, somewhat like that. And you could say, okay, fine, then we actually had it here. This was the shoulder. Here's another shoulder. Head, there's a shoulder. And we broke out. Got rejected, forming another one. Maybe this is a shoulder, right shoulder. Or it's just a long inverted head and shoulders like this. So we're building this case. All right, so could it come back down here? Very possible. Or is it doing this? Is it bowling itself out? Interesting. Possible double bottom. Let's look for some divergence now on the 1 hour. There you do see bullish divergence, see? You have your price swinging down, and you have this swing up. Here's what you would enter here. This would have been the entry here at 69. It went all the way. That 69 would have rendered you up all the way up to 83. Damn, nice 14% gain on 69, which is about, what, 27%? 19%. I was wrong. I thought that was, yeah, I think 15 on 60 would be 30. Oh, yeah, so 69. Okay, so then it took a retrace, but it seems to be bouncing here off of the 21-day moving average. That's also crossing other moving averages. So this may be your second entry here. Let's look further into the 1 minute and see what we can see. At least for the 1 minute, right now, it will be a bullish entry. Meaning, like, you should get a rejection. I like to be so obsessive that I even like to buy when the MACD's crossing on the 1 minute. I mean, why not make the most perfect entry possible, right? If you can. And then we can see somewhat of a very disheveled shape, but it's there. Somewhat of a bull pennant here. See this? Up, down, up, bottom of the pattern. So it should make its way back up. Yeah, Bell, man. Something about it right now is looking good, right? It's at the bottom of the pattern on that 1 minute. Wants to pump up. This is where you would want to get in right now if you were to make a trade on Bell. Beautiful chart work. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm just going through the motions, man. You guys can, do the same thing. I'm just kind of building that story and seeing what I see. And then I'm using the moving average as well. We see that we had the 50 just crossed the 200 here, which is bullish. Moving average is kind of going in line. We see the 100 about to cross the 200. So everything's kind of getting settled. 15-minute, very bullish. About to have a big cross. Bearish MACD cross. Getting ready here on the 30. And the 1 hour may have a little more pain. Until we telling you it's going. Oh, the 1 hour is actually going pretty sideways. Look at this. You could say it's in a falling wedge even. We could raise this up. Something like this. Or yeah, the pattern's funny though. Not perfect, right? So let's check the 4 hour. Now the 4 hour says no, but it is starting to go more sideways, right? This one's trickier than most, guys. I'll be honest. This one's giving me a little more. The pattern's not perfect, right? There's a diamond. There's actually a pattern though, and we're the top. So I think it could come back down right into this region here. 73 might be the perfect buy for this. When that 4 hour decides to reset, that'll give the 1 hour that much more red. We'll give the 30-minute just a few more pinks. Yeah. So I think in maybe 4 or 5 hours, 8 at the most, around 5, 6 o'clock tonight, we'll put an alert here. And perhaps we get into Bell. We'll see. Or does Bell break the top of the trend line and defy all my charting? Anything's possible. So we keep 2 alerts there. Now we have a thick alert set. We have a uni alert, an algo alert. What? I'm about to say. Oh yeah, we have a Bell alert. We have an Aave alert. We have 2 band alerts, and we have a Bitcoin alert. Guess the stream canceled. Why is the stream canceled? What does he mean? I get so confused, man. Everything seems fine. I get so confused, man. Yeah, there you go. Guess the stream canceled. Got to go sleep. It's 11 p.m. Gotta be up early. See y'all some other time. I don't know what he's saying. Could someone help that guy out? Seems like he's confused. Anyway, stream's still going. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm open-minded. Who knows what's going on? NIO continuing to pump. After the dump, the 38, people want more, man. Interesting. That could start the flag here. If it flags, then it would be a new entry. So just look for the flag. Link back to the selling back to where I sold at 1280. Wow, this is getting really bullish right now. So I think Bitcoin could go sideways. We see that dominance could go really doesn't show much of a threat. Link looks like it wants to pop here on the 4 hour. Link looking really hot to trot right now. Honestly, getting tight. Let's look at the 1 minute. If we can perfect an entry. Link looking very nice. Bounced here at the bottom of the trend line. This was your buy at 1249. Link maybe coming back here. It could kind of go up and down now. So we're not going to get the perfect entry like we just saw before. But wow, let's look at the 1 hour. Big moves in the last 2 hours for Link. It bounced off the bottom of the trend line. That was your buy there at 449. See? That's why I don't like to buy anywhere else. Bottom of the trend line, bottom of the trend line. You keep doing that same scenario over and over again, it's really going to pay off on your wallet. You're going to be able to see. Because you're always buying from a position of strength every single time. And if you can't get the bottom of the trend line, then you got to just be patient. Tell yourself you can't make the trade yet. So you got to wait for the breakout and get a retest. A retest is the same thing as buying the bottom of the pattern, really. So Link could easily get 20% gains back up to 1540. So big moves coming out of Link. I accumulate $25 worth of Link a week. I think everyone should. Link's going to be a big coin. You'll see it worth well over $200-300 a coin, possibly even $1,000. It could become. I think it's going to become the Ethereum of this bull run, and Ethereum went to $1,200. Ethereum, I think, will surpass 10,000. Ethereum will become the Bitcoin of the last bull run, and Bitcoin will become something we've never seen before, like it was in the last bull run. And that's kind of how things work. So I'm looking for the Litecoin. The Litecoin was $5, went to 400. And I think DOT is the Litecoin, honestly. And that's why we kind of brought it up today and went over it. But Chainlink, man, just 2 hours ago was the buy. That was it. 30 minutes ago even, because these are two candles. Yeah, 1 hour ago, 12:49. I can't believe we missed that pump on Chainlink. That was the buy. That was the buy. 30 minute looking really good though, just curving in the pink now. You know, like that's where you want to make a move. If you bought the 30 minute in this time frame last time, right here, you'd be at the bottom of the trend line, curved up. Link would go all the way from, on the MACD here, 1183 all the way up to 1309. So a dollar moves here on the 1 minute. Here's another one off the bottom. So here, it either has to coil back down or it's going to break out. To me, it has to break out. It's just too tight inside of this pattern. But you never know. It would have been way better to get down here at 1249, you know. Is that Len starting to make some moves now? Things are getting bullish today, guys. Things are getting very bullish. And let's look at Zilliqua, like I promised in the title. Had to keep you guys in somehow, you know. Anyway, we're looking at Zilliqua now on the 30-minute chart. I'm gonna draw nice. They're all in that same beautiful bull pennant. So you got to take advantage of this period here. I think the alts kind of made a stand, said we're done. They all bounced off the bottom, forming new trends. Now the new trend becomes this bull pattern. Look for this to come back. There's a chance this is actually more of a, I'm seeing something more like this. Trying to make it as high as I can. This pitch here, because, and that could be bottom of the trend line, just doesn't want to get too much lower, getting tight. These are your beautiful positions to get in. We're low now here to the Zilliqua at 199, looking very, very bullish on the 30 minute as well. 4 hour going more sideways. You can see not a lot of bullish momentum, but maybe not a lot of bearish too, kind of getting ready for a pop. 1 hour look like we're about to have some pain coming too. Maybe it'll come back down to the bottom of the trend line here. So you could put a buy in now and maybe put another buy in here. You know? I'm liking everything on the title. Dot, Band, Atom, Aave, Zilliqua. Actually, Zilliqua looks the best. Band looks pretty good. Atom looks good. What did we just look at too? Atom at 499. What are we talking about, Atom? So 489. Atom breaking $5, and then it's off to the races again. Also, the only coin that's technically down today, 3%. 1 hour wants to have pink. It just showed buy action with the big wick there. But the 4 hour says, no, I've got a, interesting. Maybe we'll just get a bounce and we won't get any bearish momentum, because this is looking, even see here on the RSI, starting to form a bit of a pennant. Very interesting. So bottom of the pattern. See, this is where you buy here. So Atom. Getting very bullish on these alts, man. Band already up $35 on that band buy. I can show you here. We're up. We already nailed 0.7%. If I did 10x futures, I already would have nailed 7% gains on this, you know? We went over gold and silver earlier. Right when you came into the stream, I went over gold and silver for you. That's why I did it. I don't really want to go over it again, but it's in there. It's in there. If you scan, well, there was an issue though, so I'll give that to you. Maybe during the issue, let me go over gold and silver. I think we had an issue today. We did. We had some strange business. So anyway, we said gold. I don't see gold going lower than, see, this is our gold chart right here. I don't see gold going lower than 18, that low here, 1849. That's going to be its bottom. I'm going to call that publicly on the channel here. I'm going to put my name on it, honestly. No, don't go back. I got you, because I think there was a glitch. We bounced here. You know, we were in this falling wedge. We bounced. We broke out. Then we formed a bull pennant that we were supposed to break out of. We did not. We had that rounded issue. Came back up. Got back into the pennant and broke out. We added that horrible boom up for the Dow, which made everyone sell out of gold. But honestly, as I showed you, the Dow looks shaky for the rest of the week. Looks like gold will position itself back up. We clearly see we had some, we bounced off of strong support at this region, 1860. I really don't see us getting any lower than 1850 ever again. I'm going to publicly again say that out loud. We're oversold now on the 4-hour with the MACD cross turning bullish. I see gold reestablishes its kind of $1,900 medium, and once it forms a pennant in this area, it breaks back up. I see it at $2,074 within the coming month and a half to 2 months. Gold will reestablish 2,000. I think it will become its new bottom, and it'll be up to new highs. Silver, very similar. Yes, we had that pullback for silver back to 24.37, but at the low, we got wicked down to 22.50. That is a steal, honestly. If you were able to get an ounce of silver for 22.50, spot right now selling at $29, damn near 30. So I don't see much. I don't see much more downtime for silver. It was in this rising wedge, which it fell out. 68% chance for break to the downside. We then basically repositioned the silver chart. I remember when we were doing it, and I think it's basically in this new range, something like this. This is its new range for silver. We'll come back up to 25, came to the low of 22, back up to 26, came to its low of 23. It'll go back up. Look at it to range basically in this area, back up to 26.50. It'll range back maybe 24.50 range, and then I feel like it's going to break out. My positioning for silver here is to get back again to this big meaty green line where silver had a nice support area and was starting to grind out at $27, and then it will break back up to 33.40 somewhere. I think by January, mid-February at the very latest. Look for it to be over $27. I think I would put in a silver call if I was doing an options call. Let's see, realistically, let's take a calendar move on this. Silver was sitting here at 21.69. So it took, let's see, to get to this high, its old high, it took about 46 days for it to make 20% gains. So 20%, let's say 25% gains if it can make that. Maybe it'll take 60 days. So that would be 2 months from now. The date is November 10th. So that would give us January 10th, somewhere around there, for silver to make another 25% gains up to $30. So I think a silver call at like 28.50, 29.10, something like that, around January 15th on options could make you some money. That's the call on silver. It may be a little better, maybe a little worse. I am trying to make it more careful because I've never really made options calls like that. I think we may get to 31 by January 10th, but I don't, who knows? We're not sure exactly on the call there. Okay, that's the gold and silver call. Now let's look at Bitcoin. We had that low, right? And now I feel like we are forming this bottom. This also looks like the pattern that we broke out of that. I don't know if you remember, we were in a similar pattern, but this isn't kind of an ascending triangle, not if I use this area here, but if I use this, almost a rising wedge, so to speak. Bit of a funny pattern it's in at the moment. I almost feel like I have to elongate this pattern to find it. But again, remember what I said? I said if it doesn't go as low as this low here at 14,800, then that's just basically an inverse head and shoulders to me. And I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin at this moment. For gold and silver, I have a friend who's been studying the metals for years, and he said exactly what you just said about silver going above $30. Yeah, I've been studying silver for like 10 years. I wear a silver ounce on my chain every day. I wear a silver Native American bullion right? It's a it reminds me of liberty, what this country was before we got here, how to take care of the land, how to respect real money. You know, there's just a reason why I like having silver on all the time. And also, it's a people don't realize it kills germs. If we use silver as money, the coronavirus couldn't live on silver. I can prove this to you. Silver is antimicrobial. Silver is a natural antimicrobial. Silver's antimicrobial property. And look, someone already wrote it in the novel Coronavirus. Silver is a soft and shiny transition metal, which is known to have highest reflectivity of all metals. Highest reflectivity. See how beautiful it shines the sun? Like, it's just gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. Also, silver is the most, it actually conducts electricity better than any metal. People thought it was gold. No, Google it. Silver conducts electricity better than any metal on Earth. Among its many useful properties, silver is recognized to have antimicrobial activity. Silver is known to be biologically active when it is dispersed in its monatomic ionic state, Ag+, especially when it is soluble in aqueous environments. It is the same form that appears in ionic silver compounds, such as silver nitrate and silver sulfadiazine, which has been frequently used to treat wounds. Another form of silver is a native nanocrystalline form, AgO. The metallic AgO and ionic forms can also appear loosely associated with elements such as oxygen and metals. Well, you could read this all day, but antimicrobial silver for clinical and medical use. You ever heard of people taking microbial silver? That's why they're taking silver, you know? Antimicrobial silver in domestic products. Silver is widely incorporated in surface of coatings of electrical goods such as automated bathtubs, laundry washing machines, air purifiers, and silver filters and refrigerators to produce bacteria-free products. This is a whole industry around the application of silver nanoparticles to household objects with frequent handling, such as keyboards, safety aids, and bathroom safety handles. Also, a lot of users are found around special standalone products in agricultural and industry, right? Current uses of metals in the novel coronavirus. Under the current environment, most applications are focused on the healthcare PPEs, blah, blah, blah. And but they're looking at using silver nanotechnology, like NanoX Clean. All the current applications are based. Anyway, a virus can't live on silver, man. It really can't. Silver is antimicrobial. It's insane. Like, what a beautiful, beautiful metal. If you wear a silver necklace all the time, silver coin, that's why I'm wearing silver. Wear a silver chain. Wear a silver bracelet on your hand. These things will make you, these things will keep you from getting sick, right? And remember, let's go back to that band play that we made earlier in the show. If you made the play with me, you would already have made $39. Look at that. What other show shows you that they're making money daily? I don't know. I really don't know. What other show goes in live on trades daily? I do not know. And if I'm not making a live trade, then that tells you something's going on. So look at band. I mean, you can see this is an ascending triangle. It wants more. It's going to break out, you know. Some could also say it's in a bit of a rising wedge. I say no. I still say an ascending triangle. The rising wedge would be a little higher of a move. Everything going well. You see we had a MACD cross that went nil on the 1 minute. This is about to fly. If you can't see that this is about to pop, this is like one of the most obvious plays of the day. I think it's heating up as we speak. Let's take a look. Yeah, look at the perfect buy we made in. We got in on the bottom of the trend line right there. Stop loss at 3%. We should not get hit. We could almost maybe take a pinch off the stop loss, you know. Yeah, that is a complex shoulder, head, shoulder, complex head and shoulder, band about to fly as well. So, complex inverse head and shoulder. There's my man, Hadouken. Let's take a shout out to everybody on the group today. BS Social Swap, Crypto Gun, Ross Bush, Mike P, Rare Grime Beats. Nice to see you in there. BS Social Swap, Jordan Gecko, Jesse B, Hadouken, AM, my man, Padre Augury, all the way from Hong Kong. We will look at ADA. Sorry, we skipped that. BS Social Swap, Crypto Gun. I think I got everybody. Hadouken, Ross Bush, we got you. Ross, man, thank you for all the comments. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome news. So Bitcoin now sitting at 250, look like it wants to get back into the pattern. If Bitcoin crawls its way back into this 1 minute pattern, it's going to go sideways, and then it's going to turn pretty bullish. Let's take a look at the Dow. Is the Dow pumping as well? Do we see a decoupling, or are they doing the same? Dow kind of doing well. All right, formed a double bottom on the 1 minute, said no, 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 right? Now it's kind of going sideways too. So that's kind of strong for the Dow, showing that it has strong support here at 2,900, you know. Okay, so Dow pumping with, yeah, we can see they are coupling as much as we want to say they've decoupled. Let's look at the dollar index. We didn't look at the dollar index today. The dollar index is still falling. We saw it in the possible cup and handle, broke out, but came back down. It's basically still forming in this downtrend, in my opinion. It's basically in, we could say it's like this, up, 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 and it should come all the way back down to the pattern, to the bottom of the pattern. Somewhere down here. So I'm waiting on the dollar right here, baby. Come on, into the 80s. It breaks into the 80s. That's kind of sayonara, in my opinion. And we can really start opening the bottle for Bitcoin. And because the further these start coupling, the further Bitcoin gets high and the lower the dollar gets. And how is that going to change? It's almost like a ship that's full of water, and Bitcoin is the, you know, the styrofoam, or basically not the styrofoam, but Bitcoin is basically the like a life jacket. And this boat's going to go down, but Bitcoin's going to, as the lower the boat goes, the more Bitcoin floats up to the top, you know, and they're both basically going in such inverse directions that I don't really see how you could put a halt on this and change it at this point. Below $90 index is trouble for the U.S. stocks. I really think you're going to see a decoupling into Bitcoin and into cryptocurrencies. That's why I am mainly allocated in like, I don't have a lot of money in the stock market, you know, only like 10%, and I'm ready to take it out very fast. They're only like maybe, you know, 3 to 10 day swing trades. I'm not building, I'm not accumulating. I do like GE. I do have to say that. I've been touting GE now for the last couple 6-7 months. No one talks about buying GE except for me and a couple other weirdos. But I really think it has the most hydrogen patents, and hydrogen will be the fuel of the future. Not only will it be electricity, but it will be heavy hydrogen. Hold on 1 second. My dad's calling. I wonder, it could be an emergency. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Hey, you know what?
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm just... Yep. For what? What do you mean? What are you saying? I did. Don't worry. I'll call you back. I'm just doing the show right now. Let me call you back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah. I just thought you were... I would want to make sure you weren't hurt or anything. Let me call you right back. All right. My dad's old. He's 75, man. So when he calls like 3 times in a row, I get worried. Did my mom fall down the stairs? Did something happen? You know. Anyway, so... Okay, below $90 index is trouble for the U.S. stocks. No, it would be. It wouldn't be a good idea. It wouldn't be a good look. DIA, something I want to look at today. Pumping pretty hard. Look at that. All right, let me get off my rocker, though. That kind of threw me off. Where were we? Okay, dollar index, sorry. Yeah, so the dollar index, man, I hope it follows that pattern that we were looking at. Comes back down to the bottom. Let's look at the daily. The daily's okay. The daily says, you know what? No, I may come up, but it's showing not a lot of momentum, and it's on a horrible downtrend. You can clearly see it's just not like you don't trade these downtrends. You could say, okay, the trend is breaking here. Put it in the wrong square, so you could say the trend is breaking right here, possibly. Something like this. Boom. Yeah, bumper price, man. It's funny. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. I'm telling everyone I know you should be buying a lot of Ethereum. Loading up, and I mean that. Ethereum will be $600 within a month by Christmas. So if you like to make 150 on 450, which is a nice 30%, 33%, right? And tell them your buddy Sam sent you. I love Ethereum. It's flagging right here, doing really good. So it's forming new support. It's got Ethereum 2.0 that came out like 10 days ago. They were working on that for a long time. Rounded bottoms are accumulation, right? And you can clearly see we have it. We have accumulation. Beautiful accumulation right here in a bull pennant. This looks very similar to DOT. Looks very similar to some other coins. This is going to go. Very, very hot coin right now. Also, we just need Bitcoin to kind of maybe drop a little dominance, go sideways. That could cool it off. I am worried, though, that Bitcoin could kill the party. But I'm very bullish on Ethereum. Let's look at an entry for you guys if you're looking to get into Ethereum. ARPA, there's just so much, man. It doesn't stop. Like ARPA is going to be doing well now. Look at the double bottom it just formed. I have an Adam and Eve double bottom on that. You can clearly see. There's an Adam and Eve double bottom. Those render 40%, and now it's forming an ascending triangle as well. Like this is something you guys have to pay attention to. It's going to be some of the easier plays that you make in Bitcoin. Adam and Eve double bottom, they render 40% gains. That's a bit of a cup and handle, in my opinion, too. You can see the moving average is crossing, coming for it. If we go to the 1 hour, and if I see that the 50 has crossed the 200, which is the red crossing the yellow, my friends, look at the red, just crossed the yellow, like I said, and I hadn't seen it yet, but I'm telling you, that's our indication right there of a very new trend change. Things are starting to move. Price moving with the 21-day moving average. Just bounced off support here. Very unlikely it'll keep coming back into this triangle. I think if it breaks support, this is on. So ARPA, I'm very bullish on this right now. 1 hour looks like it's going sideways. 4 hour looking like we're about to have a huge move. Remember, Adam and Eve double bottoms, they play out very nicely. We just played one of those on Adam. No pun intended, Adam and Eve double bottom. We played the Adam, you know. We take the neckline to the bottom of this. Pull it out here, and we could even take this triangle, pull it out here. Those previous support and resistance right there. Boom, you take your profit right there. It's like this trade is set for you. Oof. ARPA. I might start unloading capital. 24% gains out of ARPA. Let's take that 1 minute and see if we can finite where to get into this. This makes me think of the Old People magazine, ARPA. Or AARP, that's what it is, AARP. We do see possible head and shoulder pattern there, but they are pretty flat on the bottom. We could be getting rejected by the top of this pattern, which we are. We're oversold. So maybe we come back down here at 1797. So honestly, that's what I would do right now. I'm going to put a buy order in at 1796 because it's telling us right now that we may go lower, right? Just in the 1 minute. I'm just perfecting like the best possible buy we can possibly get, right? ETH popping, man. Yeah, it is. Band is popping too, man. I'll tell you that right now. Band, man. We made a beautiful buy on Band earlier today. We used 1 minute to time out like a great bottom. Hopefully that will play out. The buy in was really 614, 615. We saw it, but it had started bubbling so fast. It's already at 628. I already got 1% on a $5,000 buy here. Yeah, I'm moving on up, honestly. Mo, you can keep tabs now on the competition, right? So let's see where we're at. So here's that comp in the competition right here. So I was down 88, came up to 96. If I work these last few trades, let's see. We took this trade down for 749. We went from 96 to 1039. Then we took this trade for 188. We went from 1039 to 1053, 10538. We took this $60. Anything. I was taking anything. 10605. Then we took this $50, 10655. Then we took this 103, 106,758. And that's where we're sitting at, 10,758 in the competition. Have to add these two trades in there. But yeah, man. And we just made a $5,000 competition buy, and you label it basically for banned. So, man, I'm coming for 20K, man. I'm coming for 20K. We're actually, and I'll show you, Mo, why I was losing money, actually. Let me point it out to you. This is the total market cap, if you're watching real quick. And if you are just listening, run to the screen for a second. I just want to show you something and why I'm about to make a killing. You're going to see why. You're going to be like, oh, he's going to make a killing. Anyway, if we look at the 6 hour, even now, let's look at the 12 hour on the altcoin market cap. It was just in this downtrend all the way from August 31st all the way down into basically October 8th. And I was trying to trade alts, and they were hard. Here, it was in an uptrend. I was trading alts. They were just flying. We're back into that uptrend for the altcoins. You see it? And once we surpass this level here, we're going to fly. We're at $153 million market cap for all these little alts. And as they grow, they're going to get higher and higher and higher and higher. We're on our way. A rounded bottom, as you can clearly see, too. I can throw that out there if anyone wants to see it, because, again, and how many rounded bottoms did we show today and show how bullish it is? It shows accumulation. It points it out. Now, this is just on its way up to the $200 billion range. So this is going to make it, it's going to see my account just explode because it's going to move up with these altcoins. Yes. Let me see. More art, guys. Oh, we're going to start selling her art for Ethereum. Only ETH, though. We only want ETH. Mo, buy some art for ETH, man. $20 in ETH. We'll make these Rarible NFTs. We're going to go to Rarible. We're going to download these in. And we're going to turn these into Rarible NFTs. Don't throw out your painting. Give me all your paintings. Keep them in a folder, okay? All right, go, baby. Thank you, sweetheart. You're doing great at school. Wish Daddy luck today trading. Thanks, baby. Okay. I lose my train of thought, and then I lose the trade. The trade was ARPA. Don't get it twisted. Everything already up 8%, though, too. Worries me. I don't like to buy. But these are looking good. The 4 hour looks nice and tasty, man. Yes, we didn't get the move that we should have got, right? So we went back to that 1 minute. Did it just explode on us? Like, oh yeah, we're thinking, will we get back down to the bottom of the pattern? I don't know. Not a lot of, no. You see that? We got back that low. We bounced off the 21. Now we're starting to flag up here. It's telling me I think this is going to make its move out of the pattern and break out pretty hard. So ARPA is going to be my next takedown for the day. ARPA. Alts are looking hot. I feel like we're going to have a big pump in the alts. I think we're going to get to like 8 o'clock tonight. And get some big positions that are going to open up. This is going to be a $1,200 position. I'm going to spread it out today to keep my risk down. Yeah, that's about to break out of the pattern. I'm going to have trouble trying to buy it. This is insane. Always have to catch it, and it's bullish in a bullish mood. 1864, come on. Come on. Oof. Okay, we got it. We snapped it. We got it in 1864, baby. We got it. And that's going to be the trade for ARPA. I'll show you the trade right now. I got a stop loss at 1677. I'm in for $1,200. Take profits in at 222. And we'll see from there. I may shift that take profit. We're going to go back to the 1 hour and find out a really good place why we want to take profit. So our first level 200 and 2350. Yeah, so I'm at 222 right here in the middle. not being too greedy. And I like that. I like that. I like to play it a little safer than the average. We might get the whole move. Maybe I'll raise it up. We'll go from there. Band looking very bullish. I'm telling you what, man, it's going to break out of this pattern. It's going to come out. When it does, it's going to be pretty explosive. Only a matter of time for band to break out of this. The 1 hour is looking very crispy. Very, very crispy. Remember, this is band, guys. People just love this coin, and they pump it like you wouldn't believe. So, all right, guys, I'm going to be jumping out of here in a second. Any last asks or takes? La Cava, I bet you, is about to pop. Yes, it is. Like, there's a lot of action going on today. Look at how many coins are coiled up. Guys, we've been waiting for this coil up for a long time. Look at how many coins are coiled. Meaning that, like, they're just in that. They went down as low as they could. They went up. Then they got brought all the way to the ground. They pumped up again. Now they're forming these new higher lows with lower highs, getting wedged into these positions where they're going to have to break out at one point. You do want to get the bottom of these trend lines. 146. We missed it. It was like an hour ago. Was really the buy-in on a lot of these. ICX looking very similar. They're all about to pop. To me, I feel like it's time. You kind of. I feel like today's the day to go heavy. If you go heavy, you know, today's the day to go heavy. If any day at all, today's that day. You know, Iris. Only thing that looks like it's going to come out. Everything is just in that. Dude. Wow. ETH. Is it time for more ETH? Look at ETH. There was your buy, bottom of the pattern there at 432. Bounce back up. To me now it's like this. It's just getting tight. It's coiling up. I think you're about to see a huge move for ETH. I think I'm going to put in a pretty big buy order in for ETH. It's going to make a large move. I haven't traded ETH on this show yet, honestly. I haven't said, oh, I'm going to go in on ETH right now, right? So either I'm wrong and I'm about to get wasted because I'm going to go hard. I'm going to open up a bunch of different positions today, almost more than I have in a long time. I've never seen these coil ups. I play these coil ups. Whenever I see coil ups like this, and the reason why I like playing coil ups because it gives me the ability to, play a stop loss very close to the bone. Because if this breaks out, 436, 420, this is going to negate this trade. It's going to fall off, and it's probably going to come back down here for 399. So, in my opinion, you don't have to be too hardcore on your stop loss. You know? I think I'm going to go in ETH for about 2,000, which keep me, or should I go? Yeah, I'll go in ETH for 2,000. And then I'm going to look for one more awesome play. Possibly IOST. Going sideways and in an ascending triangle as well. Like this, I feel like they're just all going to fly. Wow. You can just see these patterns. They're extremely bullish. Ascending triangles, man. They're making bullish patterns while making higher highs. And basically very similar, while making higher lows and very similar higher highs. And I'm also seeing a lot of moving averages starting to curl above each other, you know? Very, very, very bullish. LTO. Look, this one's already breaking out, in my opinion. This one already broke out and wants more. Look at LTO, is about to fly. So I think that's what, all right, so 2,000 in ETH and 3,500 in LTO. I'm going to ride this entire move. Something's brewing on this 4 hour, on every single one of them. Someone wants to pump these coins, man. It looks like the calm before the storm at the moment. So $2,000 in ETH. So 10% would be $200. 5% would be $150. I could put in about an 8% stop loss at 409. Where's my take profit for ETH? I'm going to ride that. So I'm saying 569, and I'm going to see where else we can go for that with that. So we made a position on, we're opening, we haven't opened this many positions on a live stream in a long time. So that shows you I'm either going to get fleeced or I'm very bullish. So far, so good, though. LTO, man. I think this thing is about to pop hard. Like, daily is a little sideways, but we could get a friggin' run up. So check out Key. Key on the daily, small moves. Look at Key breaking up. Trying to find out where to put that last bit. Dot. Safe play. 440, 436 even. Bouncing off these moving averages. I feel like DOT just doesn't move that well. Like I think there's a better coin. What do you guys think, man? If there's a pop after I sold, I'm gonna sink your sailboat. Sold what? What are you talking about? You don't watch the channel, Mo. Tell this Jordan Gecko character to watch the channel. Talking hate. Okay, guys, I'm almost done. Thank you. Guys, what do you think I should go in? I'm looking. Drep. Wow. Drep on the daily looks hot. Ooh. Drep is coiling. Guys, I like Drep here a lot. I'm going to take Drep. Drep's going to be my big trade. Band goes 629 and more. I'm going to take Drep. I really like it. It was the one with the most action. It looked similar to everything else, but the daily even looks hotter than the rest of them. And it's coiled. Like, look at this. Wow. This is ready to go. Bottom of the trend line. Let's go. Drep. Drepe. Drep for 1860. Three, 5, 6, 9. Oh yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, Drep is about to pop too, man. Don't sleep on this coin. Let's take a look at Zcash too, because we have that halving on the 12th, don't we? Zcash, man. It's too much. This is a bull run, man. When you can't even think straight, there's just too many coins in your head. VeChain, like, you know, VeChain's gonna make a move soon. Look, everything is coiled up, man. Everything. Like, the MACDs don't mean much because they're small moves. Like, they're gonna. Damn, man, she jumps around like. What do we want to look at? Even XRP, man. XRP really wants to pop right now. You can see it. It's like, it's going to bend up and just fly. XRP wants to make a big move. Interesting. Zcash has the halving, but that's not at the bottom of a pattern, so we can't play that. It's actually coiling up, though. It's kind of forming a new pattern here, right? Telling you, man, everything is in a similar pattern. It's insane. They're all in these ascending triangles. Like, It's like the greatest pattern ever, and every single one of them's in it. It's like, this is, if you didn't, I uncovered this by looking around, man. Synthetics too. Wow, look at synthetics flew off of this bullish divergence here. On the 4th of November, this thing is already up 35% gains. Boom. See, I said aggressive buy. I gave this trade away, man. Aggressive buys now. Or maybe it was there. There's the stop loss. But then I drew this with the bearish divergence and buy this line. Pop. Look at that. 35% gains out of synthetics. I definitely posted that. Tomo chain. About to pop. Everything's in the same place. So either we're going up or we're going down. Like SXP, you know? About to fly. It's about to fly. Like, look at it. Like, they're all ready to rock. On the 4 hour, ready to rock. Look at the 1 minute, ready to rock. Diego, man, it's been a while, bro. How you been, my friend? Hope everything's going well with you. You know, I like me some SXP, man. I think that's going to be my last call for the day. SXP. It looks good on the 1 minute. It looks good on the 4 hour. You know what? I'm going to take it. Tells me that I should get my pump. I think this is it, man. Lunchtime. So I'm spent. I put all my capital out there today. I usually keep some money on the sidelines. I don't think we should today. I think we should go hard. Hope I'm not wrong. Hope I'm not wrong, but I think we should be going hard today. And I'm sticking to it. That's annoying. My little daughter's doing that all day long. I love her though. I can't wait. It's like 78 degrees here on the East Coast. So me and my family, we're going to go out and have a great day. Okay, so the trades of the day. Band, ARPA, ETH, DREP, and SXP. Okay? We did it. You guys, I would have done this alone anyway. So you guys just sat and watched me figure out my trading day, right? We've allocated everything we got out there, you know. We threw out 6,200, 8,200, and then another $3,000, about 11,300 out there. So let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. If you came to my channel, NKN, we'll look at NKN, and then I'm out of here, guys. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's getting annoying for people. Okay, so NKN 1 minute, it just popped. I mean, we missed it. If you guys were in it, then it was missed. That's a move. It's already oversold. I'm really not going to discuss it because I missed this move. To me, it's a wrap. Let's look at the 4 hour though, right? Wow, what a pop. I feel like that's about to happen to a lot of coins. So get ready, guys.
Here you go, Big Bear.
Thank you, little bear. Don't you eat my porridge now.
I will. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry guys if that hurt your ears. I've been following you here, but countryside now. Europe is burning on COVID again. Damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that. XRP is about to pop, man. We just went over. Ooh, look at this, dude. NKN is flying in front of us. Damn, I could make a scalp right now. Look at this. Thank you, BS Bagwell. Appreciate that, man. Putting that up on my. Look at this. The chance you could buy this right now. If this breaks out of this bull flag, then you could buy that right now. This is crazy. But you do see bearish divergence. Swing up, swing low. And that tells you that you should get out of the trade right there. And then you could wait for it to flag again. It's also away from the 21-day moving average. So it's usually going to get close to it or back to it and touch it. So you could close the trade right now, honestly, in my opinion, and that would be really safe if you're in it. That's just my. If you're in the trade and you're not sure, great place to take profit. Great place right now. XRP, and then we're out of here only because Ross is the man and he gives a lot of energy and does a lot. Crypto Don Wong, gang. What's popping? What's cracking? What's going on, everybody out there? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Shout out to the Don Juan. Yo, beautiful day out here in Massachusetts, man. I moved back to Mass, dude. We got to have a link up, dude. I don't live far from you now, man. We could chill. CVC could go again. All right, so here's XRP. In the last few minutes, on the 1 minute chart, it hit a nice high of 2650, and we just had a pullback, literally, for XRP. You can see that was a huge pump for it earlier today. So my opinion, it's kind of forming down. We do have the wick there, which tells me that was the buy pressure. So let's look. We have a look at a bigger time frame to see where it's going. So it did. So basically, it's in this downtrend it was in. It broke the pattern, retest. It's kind of hanging out on the top of this, but that's a double bottom with a breakout. Now it's here. I think it's just going to continue up. Maybe come back one more time to retest this pattern or retest this area here. But honestly, 25 cents. This thing looks like it could go. I mean, I am bullish on the chart. I think it's in a new pennant right here. See this bull pennant it's in? And it's just retesting, ready to fly. So this actually could be your entry. You could wait. You could get here and then also put an entry there just in case it does come back to the bottom of the trend line. But I think it's really going to fly off of this. I think this is just a retest. And you're going to see XRP go up. I have it targeted here. 68% gains coming to XRP, right? Sorry, I'm hitting the plus sign. It's not letting me. All the way up here to 39 cents. So that's my play for XRP. Interesting. Oh, you were there when it hit 30 cents. Yeah. Excellent. I've been holding XRP for a long time. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for the stream. I really appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. And let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Peace. There's nothing else. Stack those.